I've been very fortunate with my life and I've had a very healthy life.
Maureen Appleby has lived through a lot during her 94 years, including World War II, but she's never seen a pandemic quite like this one.
Nothing compares with this, nothing. It's just, I just feel as though it's a different world. I just can't understand this world at the moment.
The great-grandmother from Melbourne had her own battle with COVID-19 after being diagnosed with the disease last month while being treated for broken ribs in hospital.
No energy whatsoever, and the days just seemed to drag. I wasn't in any pain that I know of. I really didn't feel much pain. It was just like a nothingness. Then I gradually got a little bit more energy each day until I came home yesterday.
The virus that causes COVID-19 invades the body during an average incubation period of 2 to 6 days, followed by symptoms such as a sore throat and coughing. According to researchers at the Doherty Institute in Melbourne, a critical point is day 7 after the onset of symptoms.
On around day 7, we begin to see antibodies, and that's really important because it indicates that the immune system has made a response.
Last month, the Institute discovered the immune system fights COVID-19 in a similar way to the flu, after studying one of the first coronavirus patients in Australia. They've since expanded their research to 20 more patients, confirming their earlier findings.
It was pretty much the same as flu. There were some differences, but pretty much the same, meaning that multiple arms of the immune response kicked into action. If the immune system doesn't clear it, it then sets up shop in the lungs and triggers a severe lung inflammation.
The turning point between mild and severe illness usually occurs in the second week of the infection. 80% of people go on to recover, 20% will worsen.
That nut still hasn't been cracked. Why do some people get so sick with SARS-CoV-2?
I returned from overseas last Wednesday and self-isolated immediately. On Sunday morning, I decided to go to the COVID clinic at the RAR and be tested, which unfortunately came back positive.
34-year-old Josh Peake's symptoms were relatively mild.
It was the kind of cold that you might have once or twice a year that wouldn't stop you from doing any other activities. I think that's one of the things that makes it so dangerous, is that some people like me get such mild symptoms and would typically think nothing of it and go about their daily lives.
Josh was worried about infecting his young family.
Happy birthday. Have you had a good day?
Yeah.
What's it been like doing it in isolation?
It's been a bit weird.
Been a bit weird?
Josh knows just how lucky he is, and within a week his symptoms were gone.
I've been cleared now for almost 2 weeks and been feeling fine. I do have some level of immunity. What they're not sure about at this stage is how long that immunity is likely to last.
Josh is among the 80% of mild cases who fully recover.
Most people will definitely clear the virus. This is not a chronic viral infection like HIV or viral hepatitis. Coronaviruses get completely cleared. You make an antibody response and they're cleared in the majority of people.
The antibodies in COVID-19 survivors are proving crucial for researchers to better understand the disease.
Following them over time, we can look at the kinds of antibodies that they develop, whether those antibodies are capable of killing the virus.
But there may be people in the community who don't know they've had COVID-19, and antibody testing is now being used to find out how far the disease has really spread.
Antibody testing is really the only way we can do that, by identifying where there are hotspots of infections. But to do that, we need to have really accurate tests.
People over 70 are at higher risk of serious illness if they have COVID-19. So why did 94-year-old Maureen defy the odds?
It's usually in the genes, and your genes dictate your immune response. So if I had to put my money on it, it would be some kind of genetic factor.
Maureen's family puts it down to her strong-willed nature.
It's natural to fight for life, I think, isn't it? So I think that, yes, give it all you've got and just try and get well as soon as you can.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.